Hey, this is Eddie. Hey, I've been getting quite a few of you asking how I'm feeling after the surgery. It's been about 2 years now, just short a few weeks. I feel great. Uh, if I could go back and do it again, I'd do it 10 out of 10 times because I feel great compared to what I was feeling before I went in the second time for the catheter ablation. So, no issues really with arrhythmia. I've had a couple extra beats when I've maybe uh, wasn't as disciplined and had, a few too many shots of espresso, maybe on a day that I was tired or something. But I can still drink that stuff if I want to and feel pretty good. I don't know what that long-term effect's going to be like for me. Because like I said, after the first surgery, I had, it was about 3 or 4 years until I started noticing it again. So I'm still under that window. So I felt good for the first couple years in that too. However, I couldn't imagine not getting it done. Even let's say, worst case scenario, hopefully it doesn't come back, but okay, just in case. I couldn't imagine living the last couple years like that. So for me, it makes sense. Quality of life is everything. Life can, boom, be gone like that. So, for me, it's more about being able to get out, exercise, do things I want to do, not feel restricted, and I would not change a thing about it. So everybody's different. Everybody's heart maps differently, right? With the different arrhythmias you might have. You might not have atrial fibrillation. You might have something else, something more dangerous. The cells might be in different spots in your heart that are tough to reach. Who knows? So you got to get with a good surgeon. Do your research. Take the time. Make sure you get with somebody who's going to be thorough, okay? And then, if you're looking to get it done and everything else isn't working, you're not liking the medicine, hey, feeling like you're going to die every day sucks, right? So that's how I was feeling. It put me in a state of constant anxiety. You're constantly trying to get through your day, but when you're in sinus rhythm, at least for me, I don't notice it, okay? It's only when I'm out of rhythm that I notice it. I can feel it. Some people can't. I can feel when I'm in arrhythmia. I can feel when I have extra beats. I don't miss a thing. So when they always ask me to put a Holter monitor on, I'm like, hey, I know when it's out of rhythm. I can feel it, but so I guess some people can't. So where was I going with that? When you're trying to go through your day and you're constantly getting these little hiccups, we're talking thousands, if not more, per day when you're trying to have your normal heartbeat, it causes just massive anxiety. It gets your subconscious, working up a storm and working overtime, and you start thinking too much, and then it just puts you in a bad headspace. So for me, hey, look, I've been able to work out. I still have issues with going upstairs sometimes initially. I don't know why that is. They said I had indicators for early high blood pressure last time. My dad has high blood pressure though. So maybe that's what it is. But I can go box though. I can go hit a heavy bag for rounds and rounds. I'll typically go take a little bit of time off. If I feel like I'm overworking a little bit too much, I'll do like 4 rounds on, 1 round off. But as far as training goes, I feel great. So if you're thinking about doing it and that's something for you, I just couldn't imagine continuing on 2 years ago with how I was feeling at the time. It sucked. And the same thing 4 years before that when I did it the first time. It was horrible. Put me in a bad headspace. So one of the things that I've been taking, that one of my girlfriends who had a similar issue with her heart, but hers was more dangerous. I want to say it was like an SVT. It's right here. Okay, so magnesium, right? It's good for you. You want to take that, but if you take this stuff at night to calm, okay, if you take too much and you're not near a restroom in the morning, it can be disastrous. So the magnesium taurate, okay, this is one that I got. I can get it at the vitamin shop, or if you don't have one near you can probably order it online. Pretty fair and reasonable, nothing too expensive. You get quite a few capsules, and take 2 a day. Great. Okay, they don't make you want to go to the bathroom. And then also for me, a big key for me is I take a lot of the electrolytes. So I go to Whole Foods, or you can order from online. Like 365 is pretty cheap. You see, it's probably backwards for you guys, but It has, you know, potassium, other electrolytes that are key in there for proper heart health and everything else. So I crush those, especially when I'm working out. And it seems to work really good for me. So, hey, look, I know how it is. You know, you're probably scouring YouTube because you feel like you're at home and, you know, you feel like you're going to die, and it sucks. So, you know, you're not sure what's going to happen if you fall asleep. And eventually you just get so tired from worrying you pass out. So I hope some of you are okay and your health is okay, and I hope that, you know, this video finds you well, and that, you know, if this is something you're thinking about, you're not sure, the medicine doesn't work for you, you're tired of it, you know, the catheter ablation was a good thing for me, you know. I just, if you were going to do it, I just would make sure you check with your cardio doc, and then also check your lifestyle habits. There's a couple good books out there about arrhythmias. I still need to read them. I downloaded them to my phone, but I haven't read them yet. But I think I posted them in the comments of my last video. But it's this one lady doctor, and I forget her name, but she's got a couple books, I think 2 books, on eating for, you know, and dietary choices for, you know, sinus rhythm and to get out of the different arrhythmias. So definitely take a look at that, adjust accordingly, okay? The surgery isn't a license to go out, be a Nimrod, and still have bad lifestyle habits, okay? It's definitely not something you want to do if you're going to go all the way through that procedure. So, hey, look, I'm guilty of it too, okay? Single guy, I like to go out and have a few drinks, do a little dancing, okay? I'm guilty of it. I try to keep it pretty mellow though, because if not, I have a little bit of some extra beats the next day. You know, coffee's a big thing for me too. Probably more so than having a drink here or there. I like to crush coffee, you know, love the smell of it, love the romance of it, okay? I like to just sit on my deck, enjoy the view with a nice cup of coffee. But if you can keep it to, you know, a minimal amount, you probably be fine. I've had days where I've crushed coffee and espresso since the surgery. I feel fine, okay, no issues. A couple extra beats maybe if I overdo it. For the most part, pretty good. So hope this finds you well. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. And also, just had a customer reach out to me, or not a customer, excuse me, I'm in work mode. I had a viewer who just had the surgery done. Him and his wife reached out to me, and he was having a lot of pressure in his chest. And like in the first video, I explained that you're gonna have a lot of pressure in there. You know, it's gonna be sore. First couple nights, it's gonna be uncomfortable to sleep. You know, it's gonna run up into your neck, you know, when you lay back, so you kinda wanna be elevated. It's not gonna be fun probably the first, you know, 2-3 days. However, it does subside and you will feel better. And then you're gonna probably feel really good. And then the key is to not push yourself that first week to 10 days, even though you feel like you could do a lot. So, because it's boring sitting around, right? And then after a while, you forget about it, and then the challenge is remembering to take your blood thinners. So I hope this video is informative for you and what you're looking for. Hey, I know what you're going through. It sucks, but you know, try to find help out there. There's a lot of good resources online, especially at the advent of YouTube. There's a lot of great doctors on there talking about this subject. So best of luck. Talk to you later.